Hello, how's everybody doing? I was in the middle of texting somebody. I tried to stop the. um. Anyway, let me drink my. I'm a bit thirsty here. I started getting. Watch this fizz up. I started getting the Tiger School bookings today. If you've seen from the title here, you remember last time in the video I spoke about the Tiger School certification. If you go to the certification page in the portal, let me make this bigger. Oh, it's okay like that. If you go like to the when you first go to I can't even speak the certification part, you'll see that there's all these different things that are still there. That's still there. That's kind of weird. Like international, mainly what is there. I don't want level one. I've said it over and over. Heck no. But if you go here, there's like maybe not always on your side. It may be some, may not be some, may be there because even speaking. I've not been invited to the adult speaking. I think a lot of us haven't yet for that. But there's a Tiger School. If you go over, click the little arrow there, and there's intermediate, beginner, and a placement. So I did these two. Again, I don't want the beginner. It's not my cup of tea. Let people who are talented and interested in that area do that. I'm not going to steal the bookings from, well, not that I'd steal, I'll probably do a horrible job, but let the bookings go to that person who has a talent for that. But anyway, I'm certified with that. And now I'm starting to get some bookings. I'll go through here again just to show you what it kind of looks like. I don't think we're supposed to go through the curriculum. I was going to open up the materials page and show you all what it looked like. I guess I could do some or one or two of them. I don't know what the rules are. I won't cross that. It's kind of like a gray area about showing what they have there. Anyway, course overview. It's very, it's not very different. It's different though. It's not like your traditional the major course. Here's sample slides here. These are the ones anybody who is wanting to be a VIPKid teacher can look at, or if you are a VIPKid teacher, you can look at. Oh, they might give like actual whole thing. Okay. The one I had was a level 4, and it said like my family like that. And the one I have next, I think it's tomorrow. It's the same thing. And so it's a little bit different. And this actually does kind of look like what they have there. You don't go over this with a child, obviously. Use this page just like you would other children. If it's your first time, get to know them. If it's a repeat student, have a little conversation like that with them. And there's usually some kind of, this is for like the intermediate level 4, 5, and 6 one. There is some kind of picture there. And you can use these. You can go off on your own. But eventually you want to get to the big question, what is community? I think mine was, what is family or anything like that. I think the questions were like, where's your family? Who's your family? What does family mean? Stuff like that. So it's a lot of discussion on that part. And really at this level 4, as you can see, their English skills need to be a little bit higher than we typically get. I think to want the student to be at students level are usually 8 to 12 years old. So they're a little bit older compared to younger adults. They have a longer attention span, yada, yada, yada. They actually said like what they want from here. 50 minutes. Okay, must not have. Did I end it? No. Mine must have been like a 25 for levels 1 through. Mine was not 50 minutes. Mine was actually just, mine was only 25 minutes. That's kind of weird. Let me see. Okay, the beginner courses, 1 through 3. Oh, that's very good. There are 60-minute, 25. There are 60 of the 25 beginner level, 120 of the 50. See, mine was not back to back. And so we suggest teachers who teach the intermediate levels open to continuous times. Unless they're just booking them like that, I only got paid like the $7 for it, so I'm not really concerned. And no one ever contacted me for ending it early. So anyway, let's go back to the sample slides. It was a little different. I'll show you my bookings here in a moment again. And that's something you may want to consider if you're wanting to come back to VIPKid. I'm starting to get a few bookings for these. Like what do people in the community do? You can see it's a lot of stuff like this, discussion. Mine kind of did this, but it jumped into, let's see if this one does it. What's that? Is that a repeat slide? Oh, okay. This was like, and they have a lot of stuff like this too. It's like the same slide, but then like the next one will pop up and says like the names there for that if you want to do that. Okay. Oh yeah, then it like jumps over into different words. I know mine jumped into like the BL, CL, FL, PL blends. This one seems to jump over into who can read these words? Just high frequency. Okay. Mine has some high frequency words there as well. Okay, these ones have the blend STR, SCR. Okay. It does that. Then it hops over into like a reading passage that deals with the high frequency words and a lot of those blends that you learned or that they learned earlier in that unit. And there's like little things like that. As you can see, there are not very many slides. That's the same thing here. Oh, where'd it go? Let me see. Listen to the words. Okay, those are the activities here. Choose the word that has the same beginning blend as the picture word. Like screen, we'd say scrap. Okay, I see what they're doing here. String, strip, stream. See, they don't need to. I remember mine didn't have teacher notes, but I can see some people would need those. Who knows? Okay, so clap your hands when you hear the word. They want you to do that. Mine didn't do that. Mine had something else. They had them doing something else, I think. And it might have been clap your hands, but we didn't have enough time. I think by the time we got to this point, we weren't. And you can tell he was like kind of an older student. He wasn't wanting to. You can tell he would not have enjoyed clapping his hands every time he heard an FL, PL, whatever blend. And so they had little activities like this. Who can try to read the first paragraph? And so I guess you do it again like that. I don't. And here you go. Do it again. If you want to do it again, you don't have to. I guess we didn't have like a time to do it multiple times because we had a lot of discussion in ours. Your community, the first paragraph, they kind of blew it up here. Clap your hands when you hear which were okay. So I guess they want you to read it multiple times. I'm going to have to like go through this thing. I actually did go. This was one of the few like the certification courses I actually went through, and I need to go through it again because there's some things here like that. And then you do a pre-reading activity. Mine did this. Well, what's the title of this text? I think one of the questions was, what do you think it's going to be about? And then like pre-reading this is to be continued. And that's all it was. And then this one seems to go into the actual story. So maybe this is, let me see, part one, okay, part two. Okay, this one that picks up right at the story. So maybe the next lesson they have, mine stopped at pre-reading with it was like my family or something. Mine didn't go into all of this here. Yeah, it stopped like this, to be continued. But mine did the pre-reading. It didn't do all this stuff here. So maybe their part two, the next part to this is going to have that for that particular unit. I don't know. Here's some things like, oh, so different number of words, the timer, having the oral reading test. It has a lot of stuff. So if you're someone who's big in reading education or literacy education, like something like that, then this is a good one for you as well to get into. The noun, you get into some grammar in this one. Mine didn't get into grammar. Mine didn't get into this. Again, mine was probably just the first go about of that. So let's look at my bookings here. Classroom. And again, I do like how I said this in the last one, the tags I have for like these are the global platform. I still get, if it's a level 7, level 8 in the old platform, you still get, they're called mainland China. And they pay you the rate that you got paid before. And then now these are called, they'll say Tigerschool. So it looks like these ones, I did my family earlier, and this one's like a level 6. Apparently these ones are a little older or more advanced, and it's called Those Shoes. Okay. Talking more Tigerschools. Here's another My Family. This one's Song of Spring, Lend a Hand. I'm not going to do the materials because, you know, that's I can't remember the rules about how they do that. I'm starting to get my bookings up. I don't want to jeopardize myself now. I'm finally happy to get my bookings increased some here. You still get your bows here and global for that. But yeah, that's if you're interested in getting back there, even if you're not, just go and get the certification. It was very easy to go through, just like all the other certifications. And if you're someone who teaches reading or is interested in teaching reading, it's like our major course that you saw there. It's like the major course, but we didn't have, there's none of the math part. It wasn't like all the other things. Ours had some vocabulary, I remember, but it was like, it wasn't like in the major courses where we There's the word, there's a definition. They read it. They read the example sentence, talked about it, moved on. It wasn't like that. It was the words were in bold there. And what I did first was I had them say it out loud, repeat after me. It's like family member. There was a family holiday, I think it was, or family celebration, I think it was called that. And then we read it. Then I'll let them read it first. I'll let them attempt to read it first, and then all that. But of course, I did the first saying of it just to make sure they knew. And I think this student was needed a little more assistance for that. So that's why I said it first and let him repeat. Another thing I'm getting. I have a student from France. I should start looking like where my students are coming from now. I have one who lives in Japan. I have several in Hong Kong. I think I have somebody in Taiwan. And I have a girl, she is from France, and she's not from any type of Asian ancestry. She's from, born and raised in Paris, France. She had European descent, everything else. So I had that like at 1 p.m. today. Sometimes I have her earlier and sometimes later on, but I think 1 p.m. in Paris, I was looking at my phone. It was like 7 p.m. there. So if you're someone who, just open up during the day. If you're home during the day, why not? Just open up your schedule like I do, wide open. And see, I have one tomorrow at 10 a.m. I don't have any more. I don't open short notice unless it's like this here between things. And if it's a big gap, like I'm not going to. You're going to see me sleeping during that time because I have a 1:30. See, I don't have anything going on big tomorrow, so I don't mind to get up for one class. I'm doing like we used to do when we first started VIPKid, and just open it wide open. Especially now during summer, since my workload is a lot lighter, since I'm not off contract to the end of May, but I'm not teaching classes on campus this summer, so I have like plenty of time to rest and sleep and all that if I want to. There's my look. I'm getting all these bookings here. Some of those are Tiger. Go in and do it, and just open your schedule and just see what happens. If you have the time, especially if you're going to be off on summer break and you're not picking up another job, go ahead and open your schedule up. I'm getting bookings here for that. I've been backing off from Ingu some. I think I need to open up some classes this evening, but I probably won't this evening because I have that one at 1:30 in the morning. So I'll probably go to bed about 9 or 10 or something, and probably 10 o'clock. I'll be sleeping anyway and go to bed for that. So yeah, you can see I'm getting more bookings and more bookings all the way out to June. See, I've got some here in June already booked. Actually, God, I didn't realize I had this many booked. Wow. Let's see how far I got booked out. Okay, June 8th, I think is the furthest. Yeah. So I'm already booked all the way out to June 8th. And here I'm going out of town. It was Father's Day. Then I didn't book anything. Let me see the following week. I left this open because I'm going out of town, I think, on this Saturday here. And so I'll go in and open those slots before whatever. So I'm trying to get as many classes as I can scheduled in there. But they don't look like they're not booking up that far in advance yet. So I still have some time to open up that schedule. But yeah, just go to your certificate. I wonder if there's any workshops on that yet. I haven't seen any on Tigerschool. Well, let's go here and see. Gamifying, impressing parents as a super class designer. Check out next week. Nope, they're not. Looks like they're not going to give any workshops, or they just, I'm sure they will eventually, but looks like they don't have any ready yet to deliver for us in that. I think there's actually a category. No Tiger schools here. And so maybe they're getting it built and getting it ready and practicing a lot bit for that. So we can get into that. I would like to have a workshop for that. Is there a place to like suggest that? I guess I could send a ticket in. Maybe I'll do that. I'll send a ticket. Let's see if I can do it here. Support. I'll do it while we're here online here. Contact support. What would that be under? Teacher voice, maybe? I don't know. Suggestions. Curriculum, policy, platform, others. I just do either, whatever. Tigerschool workshop request. I guess I'll put that there. I would like to request that a workshop on Tigerschool be offered now that the bookings for this curriculum has begun. While I feel comfortable after reading and reviewing the material provided when seeking for those seeking I'll put the grammar later certification. I believe having a workshop on this would help improve teachers' I don't know, comfortability. I don't know what to say. Teachers in providing the best class experience for our students. I don't know. I'll send it like, I know it's not grammatically correct, but oh well. Thank you for forwarding my suggestion to the appropriate department. Jason CQ. Okay, I'll do that right here. Almost in a cold turkey, will not even check the grammar. Who cares? I guess I should care since I'm teaching, a language program. I should care about grammar, but sometimes we just don't. All righty, I just wanted to show that. Go in, certification. I know you know how to do this, but I'll try it. I'll show you anyway. And it's going to be over here. If it's like my screen, I even got a wide screen, so you might need to do this to go here to. Let me see if I'll make it smaller. Does it like pop up? So even if I make it smaller, it doesn't pop up. You're still going to have to go here to this arrow, and you'll see Tigerschool, like that. And you can certify an intermediate and beginners, like levels 1 through 3, and 4, 5, and 6 is intermediate. And then get the placement trial. I haven't had any placement trials, unless that one was a placement, because it was only 25 minutes. I'll even show you that. That occurred this morning. Where are we at here? It was one of these two. It's only a 25-minute block. And I had a class after that, so it wasn't like it was booked and I was supposed to save a spot for the next one. So, oh well. You get paid again, I don't care if you see my pay. I'm not getting paid millions. But it'll be like this on your pay stub. It's called the Course of English Language Arts for that. And you get the $7 that goes with Global for that. I had a trial no-show the other day. That's why. And I had another trial this week, I think it was. So, yeah. Oh, so far, someone was asking about that. It's May 19th. And so far, I'm up to 59 classes. I got 10 more on this pay period, and then I'm going to have, a lot more. So it's going to be, but I had a teacher no-show. I showed you all that in the last one, I think. And so that's my first. As soon as I cross over into, May 1st was when my new contract started. May 2nd, I got a no-show. Okay. And so, it's looks like the tier system is, I know someone I mentioned, the tier system won't matter right now because we're not going to get a lot of bookings, but I'm starting to get those. So I'm like up to this point here maybe now. I say at the end of this month I'll be here, but it's not a huge difference from up there in one, but it's picking up. So I'll do a report of how many classes I've done this month at the end of May, which is actually approaching quicker than I realized. But yeah, get it back in there. If not, it's more classes for me. It's up to you if you want to do VIPKid or not. And so if you don't, I'll take your students. So it's all good. All right. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm going to go to bed soon. Well, it's only 5:15. I'm not going to go to bed yet. And so, all righty. Have a good one.